blessed name of Chukwuka Abiyama.
When I was in Nigeria, I did everything to, at least I was gifted in athletics. I'm an athlete by nature. And I was a Nigerian champion in 400 meters, 1964-65. So I was more or less known in Nigeria before the war. But when the war came out, I was at Ibadan. I was at Ibadan when Aguiyi was killed. So I came back from, I was working in Lagos, in the National Sports Commission in Lagos, being a sportsman. So I ran away from that place to Lagos, I mean to Ibadan. So I was at Ibadan, and things had gone wrong already. A lot of Igbos had been killed in Nigeria. About 35,000 people were massacred in cold blood. So all those things were almost happening in my presence. Not I was saying, but I was a sort of witness. So we ran from Ibadan. I ran back to East because at 4th Battalion in Ibadan, Igbos were being killed, officers being killed as well. So because of that, things were no more safe. Ojukwu eventually declared that every Igbo man should come back wherever he is for his safety, which was the right thing to do. So, because he was the governor of Eastern Nigeria. There were 3 governors, one for North, one for East, and one for West.
So that then all the places under Eastern Nigerian Ojukwu government.
Pardon?
I mean, it's like Ugwocha, like Calabar, like
yes, all of them were under Eastern Nigeria.
Go to the Delta State.
Yes, they were all Eastern Nigeria. There's no doubt about it. If you look at here, you see the map.
Okay. Now I want to understand. You mean by our flag?
Yes.
You mean here? The map now? This is the Biafran map.
Well, this is the Biafran map.
Yes, yeah. So this map now, what this represent and this? I want to make geographical map in the Biafran land, like some when Ojukwu was the governor, then that means all the people from the Potako, people from
they were under Eastern Nigeria.
That's what I had for the correct. Yeah.
And Awolowo was in prison in Calabar because he was charged of treasonable felony. So he was in prison. So I left, I went to East. I became a teacher. I eventually went to Enugu. I started teaching there and also practicing because I was about to represent Nigeria in Commonwealth Games, which was taking place in Kingston, Jamaica. But that's why I was still, training for it. So I went to Enugu and started training.
How did you join the Biafra soldier? Is it
at Enugu? This war started sort of war, not really war, but confusion, killing people, killing all evils. And I was at Enugu still when they started OP, guy came, all this started, Nigeria called it police action. But it was not police action, but they were using soldiers. When they started the war, really sort of war started. So, and a lot of Igbos, a lot of Igbos, Easterners, they want to enter the army. Nobody was forced. It was a rush. Everybody wants to
defend their rights. Okay.
So I wanted to enter as a recruit, just another soldier. But it was the struggle was so much, the competition was so much that I didn't have, it was so competitive that I was even flogged while trying to push myself into the line. So I was flogged so heavy that my back, if you look properly, you can still see the mark. So I ran away. The military police started pursuing me, but then I was causing confusion. So I got angry. So luckily for me, within that month, there's a newspaper advert. They're looking for Biafran trained cadet officers, and with qualifications which I had. I just applied. I was taken. I was trained at Hilltop in Enugu. So I happened to be one of the Biafran officers, first commissioned Biafran officers. Well, I started fighting. I just jumped in so that it doesn't take me.
Understand? People can understand.
So I started fighting. You must have heard about ambush evacuate.
The one they have Lezo and
Abagala. And Muritala Mohammed was the commander of the Nigerian 4th Battalion that would like to cross from Enugu to Onitsha, join the Cotton Eagle land, Biafra land in Jotu. Was a very strong commander with the 4th Battalion trying to cross to join Asaba. So, well, that ambush, luckily we ambushed them and the whole battalion was completely destroyed. And that is where I got this. I was shot. So, but luckily for me, because it's nice to be nice, to keep your hands clean, and I was visiting all the soldiers who were wounded. So one lady saw me and said, hey, there are people taking wounded soldiers, checking them, taking them to Europe if it is possible. Go and show yourself. Just going to Umuahi, but I'm trying to see how the soldiers were doing. Wounded ones. Because I could go already around. So I brought my child there, and then they said, okay, we'll take it to consider whether it it would be possible to treat me in Europe. My wound was very slight compared to people who
people come there.
this is almost nothing. It was
really there, but it's a big deal to understand it.
In Biafra, it has been here, it has been, this was done in Biafra, this other one. And then this was done in Holland, to open it again. But,
It's one of those things.
so I was taken, I had this rough chemist. You can go to, they destined me to go to Italy, but something went wrong, which I will omit, because whatever, this man has Morocco in his song said, whatever somebody will be, he must be that, doesn't matter what happens. If only so, but eventually I was had already lost the idea that I would be going to Europe.
Because their interest
because something happened.
Saving people's life, they understand.
But I was just walking at home, because I was wearing special tracksuit with Olympic,
as a runner,
Olympic this emblem. So it's more or less that made me a bit famous as well, because when they see there, he runs for Nigeria. But these Europeans who came to select people in different hospitals saw me in a whole Omahi. I was just walking. They stopped, Red Cross, say, hey, what are you doing here? You should be in Italy now. They said, well, I don't know. They said, well, you were selected to go to Italy. What are you doing here? I said, I didn't know. Eventually, they said, okay. I know Maya, keep on. We are now busy with another selection. If any person falls out, then you can go, you can follow, we just add them. So eventually I kept on saying, okay, let me. So I came one day to their headquarters in Maya, and then they told me, well, you're lucky. They were speaking a language which I did a bit English, a bit, and that was Dutch. I could hear something like this, that, well, you know. And some other words, but I know it doesn't make sense to me.
The other language, a little bit of Dutch and English.
Eventually, I had to. He told me when somebody developed the grammars and died, so I can't take home. I can't take home. And that person, you go into my country, that is Holland. He asked me, do you know, have you ever heard about Holland? I said, yes. Out of geography, I know about Holland very well. I know about the canals, Amsterdam, and all that.
Yeah, because they are really big.
About clothes, shoes.
Okay.
That's make it. Farmers.
And 1 minute, I wanted to ask you.
But eventually, I had to be here. Almost, there was almost, what do you call it, 4th May is the Liberation Day. So there was some liberation stories going on. We didn't know. And people saw us as, hey, you have fought war. Yeah, 1945 there was war. You also here.
Okay.
And that was that. So that is me. And eventually I got well. I was about to go home again because I would like to continue where I stopped. Even if I can't fight, I could at least give lectures, educate people on the war techniques. And so that after about, I was just on standby. So the war ended. The war couldn't, we took off from here, not here, but Uri Airport. At Uri Airport, no plane could land there again. So they told me, okay, wait until planes could land. But eventually, we heard that Biafra has lost the war. You could imagine how we felt. So, but eventually they gave us option, either go home, if you want, we would do everything to bring you back. But you are not forced to go. Because you didn't come here as Nigeria, you came here as a Biafran. So we wouldn't force you to go back to Biafra. To Biafra. So that you can do most of the things like handwork, or so that if things get better, what is this fly? If things get better, you can as well, you can go home and practice what you have learned here.
That is first blackmail.
So I eventually wanted to do medicine. It was not possible because it is very expensive, and they don't give scholarship to foreigners just like that to study medicine or to be an apotheker, a chemist. So but I didn't do that.
But there's something again I wanted to ask you, more important. During the war, I want the whole world to understanding now. And I want people to understand it, like, what did you think is offensive of Igbo people or Biafran people against Nigeria? What did you think was offensive of Igbo people or Biafran people against Nigeria? What is the offensive? Why Biafran war fight? Why?
Okay, when I finish, you can answer that question. Okay, nice. Because I'm about to finish.
Okay, sorry.
But, so they told us, okay, you can study something else. So I thought of what else. I know what hunger was, but Biafran children, you should know about them. It is also proven they are here, people use them, it has entered into the saying, Biafran signature. So, but I thought about, okay, it's better I study agric, because I want to go home and start producing food as well. So that's what I started. I didn't come here with any certificate to prove that I have studied. We just rushed out. But I started agric. I started in an agricultural secondary school. I already finished my secondary school in Nigeria before. But I studied agricultural secondary school here because of having no knowledge about agric. From there, it was too low for me. So I had to go to agricultural higher school or forestry, which is in Adam. That one was a bit too high for me, not because of knowledge, because of the language. Because I've been here for almost a year. So I couldn't follow lessons in Dutch, especially in higher school. So they had to send me to Deventer, higher agricultural school, but they have lectures in English. So after 3 months, I just went there. I had to do everything hard. Either you succeed or you sink. So with that spirit of Biafra, I must succeed. I must. So I just followed because